guys. I am so happy to be doing a reading vlog right now. I feel like reading vlogs are my bread and butter on this channel. They're literally one of my favorite videos to make ever. So I'm so excited to be starting a new one. I have my current read and my Kindle here with me because I become like a Kindle girly, but also I have the physical copy. At the beginning of March, the third book in the Legendborn series came out, which was called Oathbound, and I did actually go and pick it up at the bookstore. But considering I read Bloodmarked so long ago, I really don't remember how it ended, and I decided I'm gonna reread it because one thing that I regret is that I just didn't do a full reread of Fourth Wing just to like really get a refresher. So I am starting over with Bloodmarked. I'm currently only on page 48, which is like chapter 4 or something like that. I do read faster on my Kindle, which is why I got it on my Kindle. Also, reading on your Kindle is like way less cumbersome, and so I prefer it. However, I also really love reading physical copies of books, and I already own it. And also I think it's better if I'm reading before bed to read from my books. Those are all the reasons why I'm choosing to read the physical copy as I'm settling in and getting ready for bed. And then we'll pick up Oathbound. So hopefully I'll finish this soon, like by this weekend, and then we can get started on Oathbound. And I have so many other books that I cannot wait to read. So yeah, I'm bringing you guys along for the next few days just to read with you guys, share my thoughts, all the good things that I love to do in reading vlogs. I'm happy that you're here. Territory of being delusional, so I'm calling it a night and I'm just gonna pick up my book. And honestly, I even am so tired, like my eyes hurt, that I don't know if I want to read. I really almost just put on an episode of Grey's Anatomy, but I was like, let me read because I'm actually at such a good point. So let me catch you guys up. I think I'm not even halfway through. I'm about this much of the way through. I'm on chapter 20 and now it's picking up. It's getting so good. And this is page 192. I do remember that with Legendborn, it took about like 100 to 150 pages before it like really got good, because I feel like for the Legendborn and for this book, there's a lot of time spent in the beginning like explaining and setting the scene. So we're finally picking up the story now and like getting to the action part, and I'm so happy. So like last night I almost didn't want to put the book down because I was like so intrigued with what was going on. So I'm really happy that we're at that point because that means that I'm going to be picking up my pace as I read it. I do have a copy of Bloodmarked on my Kindle as well, but I've been trying to read like paperback at night instead of my Kindle. Usually I read my Kindle at night because it's so much lighter, it's not heavy, like especially compared to like a hardback, it's so much easier to read. And then also like if my husband wants to go to sleep and I want to stay up and read a little bit longer, I can like just like modulate the screen brightness, but like I can still read in the dark. So it's really like the most clutch thing ever. It's amazing. But because I'm trying to like make sure that I get better sleep, I'm trying to limit my screen time before bed. So I'm like, okay, if you're gonna read, you should probably just read like the paper version. I'm just gonna read for a little bit and then I'm gonna like wind down and get ready for bed. I already set out all of my clothes because tomorrow morning we're going to the gym. I've been contemplating like if I should start a audiobook. Let me know your guys' recommendations for audiobooks. Probably something nonfiction that I can like listen to in the gym. I've been listening to like the Mel Robbins podcast, which is really nice. Yeah, if you guys have any good like nonfiction audiobook recommendations, let me know. Can't promise that I'll read them because I hate nonfiction, but sometimes like the best time to listen to those kinds of things is at the gym. Also, I don't know if you guys remember the character Lark. I don't want to like spoil anything, so I'm not going to say too much. I'm not going to give too many details about who he is, but if you know, you know. This chapter is making me feel so much better about his character because I was very confused and I couldn't remember who he was or what role he played. But in chapter 20, it's revealed and that makes me feel so much better. getting coffee and I thought that I would debrief you about where I am in bloodmarked. I have this much left, so we're almost done, which means it's almost time to move on to oathbound, and I'm so excited. I think I said this yesterday, but it just takes a little bit of time for the story to really take off, and like once the story takes off, it literally does not stop. It has been so good since about 150 pages. I also feel like because I'm doing a reread, like I'm definitely picking up on things sooner than I did when I read it for the first time. So like all of the Selwyn Kane content is so freaking good. I feel like when you're reading it for the first time, you kind of have an idea that there's something there maybe, but like I feel like reading it through a second time, you see just how like amazing he is. He's amazing. I'm absolutely loving the reread, and I'm so happy that it's like kind of taken off. I ordered some new Nespresso pods. I haven't ordered from them in a while. I've been just going to the grocery store because it's like super quick, but I do love my Nespresso pods. Nothing beats them. I just got a pack of the Barista Creations sweet vanilla flavor, and we're gonna make that this morning. Some coffee, I can talk to you about bloodmarked. Right now we're at the point where they're at volition. I really am enjoying this story. I really like the way that there's the whole history of the Knights of Arthur and Lancelot and like that whole storyline. I don't know what that's specifically called. I love how that storyline is interwoven with like African American history as well, and how a lot of the African American history, although it's about like slavery, oppression, and like all the things that African Americans have endured in the United States, I love that in the present tense of the book, it's all about overcoming and reclaiming, in the sense of like volition is like a safe house and it's on a plantation, and so it's kind of like they've reclaimed that land that has so much traumatic history, and they've reclaimed it as their own to make it their own safe space, and their ancestors can, you know, go there for eternal rest to feel safe and vindicated in a place where they were like brutally abused and you name it. I think it's so interesting, and I would never ever think to have a story where both of those storylines are existing at the same time. It's so interesting and so different, and I am so nervous because I remember however this ended like left my head spinning, and so that makes me excited to go on to book 3, Oathbound, because there are some things that are revealed in this book that I did not remember, and that's going to be so freaking interesting, and I'm kind of afraid. But there are so many loose strings that like I said, I did not remember from this book. And so like now I have an idea of where we're going to be going when we pick up Oathbound, and that makes me very excited because we need closure. I'm almost done. If I don't finish this book today, I'll finish it tomorrow, and then I'll pick up Oathbound, and I'm so excited. I haven't made a reading vlog in a while, and it's just so fun to like bring you guys along and like talk about the book. Like I miss doing this. All right, anyway, I'm gonna go upstairs and do some work. I have a suture clinic at school today, so I'm gonna try to get some work done, watch some of the videos for it, get some schoolwork done, and then I'm going to the skating rink today. And then after that, I'll go to school, and we'll see where the rest of the weekend is taking us. I'm so excited for Saturday because lately I love Saturdays and I love spring, and I just feel like Saturdays these days just feel like so much is possible. I have a few things that I want to do tomorrow, and it's Easter weekend. I have to show you guys the cutest Easter basket that my husband brought home yesterday. This is it. I actually never showed you guys the table that we brought back. I love it. It's so cute, but we need to get some chairs for it. And I also really want to figure out a way to change this lighting situation. I don't like these lighting fixtures. So yeah, this is the table, but this is what my husband brought home yesterday, and I literally cried. This small little bouquet that I'm keeping in some water. Easter eggs with Laffy Taffies, some blow pops, some peeps. I'm just waiting until Easter to break into this bad boy. Talk to you guys later. Finished Oathbound oathbound, and honestly I think that between legendborn and bloodmarked is my favorite. I think I originally gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, and I stand beside that. I don't know, something about the story just made me feel very like comfortable and at home in the story. I don't know like how to describe it, but I just really loved the story. I loved the characters, I loved the storyline, I loved the adventures that they went on, and yeah, it was amazing. I've now moved on to Oathbound. I just started it like 2 days ago. This is so pretty, this purple foiling, and that's the front of it. I've only read a few pages. I'm on page 30. Pretty much just got started with it. I'm actually going to be reading this over on TikTok, so if you don't follow me on TikTok, it's linked below in the description, but my plan is to read this and I'm gonna update at 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%, and I'll just do like a little read with me over on TikTok because I'm ending this vlog here. So all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this vlog, for hanging out with me. I love hanging out with you guys in a reading vlog, and I hope that you enjoyed this one. If you want to see my thoughts and reactions to Oathbound, definitely go give me a follow over on TikTok, and I will see you guys in the next video.
I don't wanna fall in love no more. It's just too much. It's just too much. No, I don't wanna hear a word no more. I'm done, but I just can't let go of you. Nah, I just can't do it. I can't let go of you. No, it's too much.